See you, TMG.
Who's in charge of all that sort of stuff?
Yeah, no sponsor at the time, but that's the time when Barcelona was on top. Look at them now. They're done.
Teams, companies were chomping at the bit to put their badge or their emblem on Barcelona's shirt. How can they have no sponsor? It's just diabolical. And now it's all added up. It's come back to bite them in the backside, and arguably the greatest player to ever do it in Lionel Messi is going to leave them. I mean, they've had most of his best years, if not all his best years, but I still think he has another 1 or 2 elite level years left in him. He's
got one elite, maybe not. I don't think he has any more elite yet. I think he's got some like world class years,
I mean,
good years.
Was last year elite year?
I think it was for my Messi standards, it was just a good Messi season. I mean, it wasn't exceptional. It's not the Messi that I know.
Numbers is putting up. I mean, if Messi's averaging a goal and assist a game, or even more than that,
it's a good season. It's a great season for Messi. For Messi, it's elite to others, but it's a good season for Messi. Like the Messi I'm talking about, I don't think Messi declined. That Liverpool year was his last elite year. The year they lost to Liverpool was his last elite year. But I could see on Messi, he's physically had declined. He wasn't the runner. He wasn't the kind of guy. He now become more of a passer. He's now a passer, a manipulator of space. He doesn't want to do the long runs. Everything's got to be in the 18-yard box. This Messi is just a different type of Messi. He's not peak Messi to me.
Yeah, Messi. I mean,
he needs much more support.
I think was it the Liverpool game or one of the games where they were filming him and a guy had the ball, just walked past him, basically just let him walk by.
That's 28. He doesn't do it.
Messi doesn't press them, or he doesn't have the energy to press them, but he doesn't because he brings so much on the offensive end. And Messi just give him the ball in and around the 18-yard box, just outside the 18-yard box. So 40 yards inwards, give him the ball, he'll make things happen. That's what Messi is. I mean, feed him, he'll create chances. Like I said, see him, how Jack Grealish, commands so much attention from the defense. Messi is like that, but on steroids. His left foot is as accurate as a foot as you've ever seen. He puts the ball exactly where you want it. The passing, the shooting, the dribbling, the touch, the finesse, the guile. Surrounding with talented players, good runners, guys who can also garner their own attention. So if it was with Neymar and Mbappe, wow, you've had so much space.
I would love to see him in the Premier League because
I would as well.
As a manipulator of space, I think he would absolutely kill teams. Premier League is very rough, rugged, intense, and Messi in himself. The funny thing is, I remember when guys said he couldn't do it in England, but his stats against English teams in the Champions League just absolutely mental. Absolutely mental. I think he averages a goal a game or something like that. It's something nuts. But like Messi in the Premier League, he would work because he will find pockets of space. Like you can run, keep running, but Messi kind of press resistant. He'll find pockets of space. It will kill you. It will absolutely kill you. If you try and body him up, maybe you'll body him up. But Messi been used to this, fam. Messi been kicked.
Yeah, but Premier League is a lot more physical than the other leagues, to be fair.
Played against the best of the best. Played against the most physical.
Yeah,
played against prime Chelsea, fam. Man's been there. He knows it.
Yeah, but prime Chelsea is only out of the top teams. The only route that's kind of physical. We talk about other teams like back in the day, you had Stokes and.
It's football. It's Premier League football like that. Look at Leeds. Leeds don't play that kind of physical. Football in the Premier League's really evolved. Yeah, it's more about it's intensity. It's physical.
Yeah, Brighton's intensity as well. Yeah, that's what comes to physical.
It's the physical attributes, not as in power, and it's the running. It's the ability to sustain attacks. Stay same pressure.
I mean, yeah, the intensity. One of the difference between the English game and the Spanish game is that you have so many different types of styles you'll see in the English game. In the Spanish game, all the teams predominantly, apart from maybe Atletico Madrid, there might be Messi.
Villarreal plays a defensive kind of.
Maybe Villarreal as well, but most teams they like to play technical. They're not physical. Ball on the ground, blah blah blah. They basically try to do what Barcelona and Real Madrid do, but worse. Obviously, they don't have the talent to do it. South like Atletico Madrid. But with the Premier League, you have so many different types of styles you're going to see.
Would you say that it's more successful because in Europe, when these English teams meet the Spanish teams at that level, the Spanish teams normally prevail over?
Yeah, the Spanish teams. I've said it. I mean, I had an argument with my brother until we had that period where we had, I think it was Arsenal, Chelsea in the Europa League and Spurs and Liverpool in the Champions League. The Spanish league was actually the better league. It may not have been top for bottom as competitive. English league has always been more competitive, but over the last decade, 2010s, if you got the Spanish teams winning majority of the Champions Leagues, whether it be 2 teams, even if you got to a couple finals, and you had the majority of the Spanish teams winning Europa Leagues, like by country.
They've been winning Europa. They've been
Winning to the top elite competitions, they're the best. So at elite level, they're the best. So for me, that made them the best league. But also at the time, they had the best players: Ronaldo, Messi, Neymar, Ramos.
They were top
Piqué.
heavy. Even though
They may be top heavy, but
even when they were
best.
top heavy, they were still like Seville was constantly winning Europa League, and you're not telling me that England teams are not there. England teams are there.
They're there, but they were getting smoked. I mean, they may have been top heavy. Like I said, competitive wise, the Premier League was always had that upper hand for the most part.
I agree with you. I think La Liga have been a better league.
But best football, the best players, they're winning the elite competitions. You have to tip your hat off to the La Liga and what they were doing.
England suffered from. England didn't suffer. Not really, but I mean, what happens when the TV money came in? The talent's much more dispersed because before TV money, could you ever imagine a Payet ever playing for West Ham?
Nope.
And now that's just normal place.
Dimitri Payet.
Normal place, like you can find quality in those teams. Like there's at least one player in every team that you'll be like, oh, okay, this guy can play at this level. You know, he can play Champions League football. This guy will be good. Right now, moving on.
So wait, just get your answer on this. Where's Messi going?
I think at the end of the day, I think it's only PSG that really can afford him.
I think PSG. I mean, I think I wouldn't want him to go there because I still hold hope for Neymar to do it without him. But that's what it looks like he's gonna
That's
do.
his dad, fam. It's unfortunate that that's his dad.
Yeah, that's just the case. But yeah, before we move on, Kane. What's your opinions on that?
Kano!
Is he brave? Is he what? He's trying to take a match to his own hands. But apparently he said that he would never. What's he to call that?
He never went on strike.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the word for quote.
He said he's upset by negative comments. Well, if Tottenham said you're supposed to be there, then you definitely went on strike. Then
I would never and have never refused to train. So why were you there then?
I don't care.
And the funny thing is, the news and the media, they're gonna scrub us under the carpet. They're golden boy, they're captain. Let it be a Pogba Sterling, boy.
Well, you know me. I think Kane has declined physically. I was off Kane, but I'm never gonna doubt this man because every time I doubt him, he fucking comes back. At the end of the day, media wise, certain players have got, you know, the equity with the media, therefore they get away with stuff. I don't know. Kane has built a relationship with certain people in the media, e.g. Gary Neville, therefore he will defend him. There's certain white newspaper reporters that like Kane, and Kane
Caucasian.
Caucasian, of the, you know, from the Mount of Caucasus, you know, the
Caucasoid Mount.
they probably had interviews and interaction with Kane. They relate to Kane, so therefore they're going to write favourable articles, you know. But when it's a Pogba or Sterling, these men that hit back to their views, they don't give them the same interviewing freedom when they talk to them, you know, or they don't have the same relationships. They are harsher, more critical. It's a bias. They don't see the bias, but you know, this is one of the reasons why we need more black media outlets, you know.
Yeah, we do.
Because
tell your own story.
The media, the sports media, is whitewashed.
It's been that.
It's been whitewashed, and okay, you think sports is probably the most unbiased thing in the world, but because it's white people talking about the sport, they have certain allegiances to white people.
And narratives they want to spin. I mean, that's why what we do on other platforms, you know, we're trying to make our own media platforms for, you know, people that look like us, so we can tell our own story, tell our fair story. You know, I mean, I'm all about fairness. I don't have the narrative to spin particularly. I just call it how I see it, you know. So that's what we're trying to do, and you know, we need more people like us to build their own platforms, build their own businesses. Because if you wanna fight this fight, and you know, if you want a fair crack of the whip, this is what you're gonna need to do at the end of the day. I mean, as bad as that sounds, but that's just the way it's gonna be. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's a situation. You know, Kane obviously has his defenders. You know, Gary Neville, no matter you can put social media and presence on it, doesn't matter because he's already formed his opinion on what Kane is. You know, he's not going to change it. He's formed his opinion on what Sterling is. He's formed his opinion on these people.
To be fair, Gary Neville does back Sterling. To be fair, I'll give him.
Yeah, he does. But you know, there's certain people. Pogba, for example, he doesn't have any time for Pogba. To the point that we're defending Mourinho. Mourinho, that's a known tyrant. Everywhere he goes, he falls out with someone. It's just been a known tyrant. You know, you know what? It is what it is. You know, me
It is
personally,
what it is.
it's just an issue there. Kane, I hope you get your move because it might be. The thing is, even if he doesn't get his move, he could do whatever he wants. Tottenham fans are not gonna hate him.
They can't.
Yeah. So what is it? It doesn't matter. They're just gonna
I
be
dare
stuck
them
with
to,
Son.
if he was to stay, I dare them to boo him.
Yeah, they won't boo him, so it doesn't matter. Tottenham fans ain't got that cachet. Tottenham fans weren't even getting mad about the Super League, which apparently the Super League can still happen. But you know what it is what it is. We can just move on from that.